Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. It seems that UFC is trying to put together UFC 200. There's plans as of right now to do a Cain Velasquez fight, but they need that big exclamation point for a main event of UFC 200 to say that this possibly is one of the biggest UFC cards of all time. This is one of those shows that you buy guaranteedly just because of the fact that they're celebrating their 200th show. And it looks like they're going to be going in the direction of none other than Conor McGregor, which is not very surprising, seeing how Conor McGregor, broke all sorts of records with his UFC 196 fight against Diaz, and in that fight he even came up in a loss, but it still looked at as if Conor McGregor is one of the biggest names in fights. This guy knows how to sell a fight, he knows how to sell a show, and it's sort of like guaranteed buys in order to see this guy. He brings pretty much everyone from his home country of Ireland to every fight that he has, and even though he wasn't on his best at UFC 196. It looks like they're going to be going in the direction of Diaz versus McGregor in a rematch, which is very surprising when the original plans was for Conor McGregor to step up a weight class and fight Rafael dos Anjos for the championship, and with dos Anjos having the injured foot, it wasn't able to happen. I know immediately after 196, Jose Aldo took to his Twitter, he took to his Facebook, he took to his Instagram, he took to any means necessary to try and step up and get the UFC 200 fight from McGregor. He, basically was trying to be that guy who was pestering him. Jose Aldo, of course, was knocked out in a matter of seconds when Aldo stepped into the octagon against Conor McGregor for Conor McGregor to win the, it was the welterweight belt. Is I'm not 100% sure what championship it was, but there was also rumors that it was Frankie Edgar that was going to get a shot against Conor McGregor. I know that Conor McGregor is one of the best talkers that is out there, and I was fearing that once he lost the fight, he would just sort of be that guy that would sort of be the thorn of UFC that would talk himself into fights and talk himself into championship matches, and it looks like UFC is actually going to him, trying to put this together for him. It's almost like they're asking who he wants to fight, and he wants a shot against Nate Diaz. I hope this gets put together. I think it would be earth-shattering for Conor McGregor if he loses again, but he will have more time to prepare for Diaz. But also, at the same time, Diaz didn't know that he was going into the octagon against Conor McGregor. Diaz didn't know that, he was training, but he wasn't really in-depth training, and he was in shape. I don't know what happened that day. Conor has said it himself that he didn't fight his best fight. He wasn't going to make excuses. He was going to take the loss, and he was going to learn from it, and we'll see what happens. But Diaz versus Conor McGregor for a rematch at UFC 200, honestly, in my mind, is a little bit of a shocker, but I can tell you right now, I want to see it.